at least go to your mom. So be honest with yourself. This is an honest podcast. You definitely think it. Doesn't mean like I'm only hanging out with you for that reason.
Yeah.
But to say that you never have had that thought is bogus.
I think you can if the girl decides so. Like I've heard this said before, and I agree with it. Like if the girl decides that we're just going to be friends, then y'all are just gonna be friends because a guy is gonna act on it more so than a girl would, right? Because a guy is usually more physical, in my opinion, than what a girl is. So a guy, if he finds you attractive and you're down, like let's go.
It's gonna happen.
Like I'll end the podcast right now.
So we got the Cohiba Dwellers today.
Now I wanted a Cohiba ever since I heard Jay-Z rap about it. Sparked the Cohiba. Oh, I think it was Lil Wayne and Leather So Soft. Sparked the Cohiba. We have our first guest bartender, Skyly, coming through.
What's up, y'all?
Yes, sir.
Out here, glad to have you.
Thanks for coming through. Thanks for helping us with the mixologist end of things because we're struggling there. So we appreciate you for sure.
Skyly's from Fort Beachy, about to be part of the new, was it Bouillon out in Water Street. So we're looking forward to that. That's gonna be a dope spot, time spot, fine dining. It's another thing added to the streets of Water Street.
If you haven't been to Bouillon, please go. I mean, if you haven't been to Fort Beachy, I meant please go.
So we're doing the espresso martinis with whiskey, of course.
And some Cohibas. While he's doing that, I want to tell y'all, don't call my phone unless Michael Jackson himself has risen from the dead and is finishing his tour and you have backstage passes. Do not call me when you can text me. That's all I want to say. If you're calling me, voice calling me with something that you can simply text, we're gonna fight.
Yeah, I hate calling.
Catch up with the times, Grandma.
I absolutely hate it.
Like, don't do it. And if you do call, follow it up with a text so I know if I should call you back or not.
Just don't call.
Don't leave messages. Don't call me and then leave a message and say,
I'm not listening to any messages.
I haven't listened to a message since like 95. You know what I'm saying? So don't bother leaving the message. I'm not going to listen to it. My voicemail got like 1,000 messages on it. Never listened to not one of them.
Yeah, I'm not doing
Just
voice
text.
notes.
Just do voice to text. You driving?
I barely listen to those. Voice to text, if I have to list the phone up to my ear.
No. Like voice, like speech to text, so it sends a text message. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they always
like if you have to, just do voice to text and just text me.
My mom needs voice to text. You don't know what she's saying.
Yeah,
it's a little scrambled
nonsense
of everything.
It is.
It's pretty ridiculous.
How you like the Cohiba?
I'm feeling it.
Full body.
Yeah,
I like it.
You definitely get the hints of it being barrel aged.
The Pappy Van Winkle Family Reserve I had on the last pod, I loved it too. I forgot to give my input on that one. That one was fire. This one is full body. I like it. And another thing along the lines of text, like if you text me, don't say hi and then wait for me to respond.
Say hey. Don't do the hey.
Don't do the hey or what's up and then wait for me to respond before you tell me what you really need to tell me.
Yeah,
just get it out. We're wasting time. We're sending like 5, 6 text messages back and forth when you could have just got it all out in the beginning.
But I will say, well, it depends on who you're texting.
Nah.
Some people don't respond.
Say it right away.
So if you got something serious to say, you want to make sure that, okay, I got their attention.
It's a text. I know, that's why people do it, period, because they want to make sure they got your attention. Because usually when they say hi and wait for your response, they're going to ask you something big. And they want to make sure you're engaged. So then when they send that follow-up, they know you saw it. Just send it in the first place, and I'll decide if it's worthy of a response.
This is
but
good.
Although when I say like don't voice call, I don't mind the FaceTimes.
I don't know.
Maybe that's weird.
I only allow a FaceTime if I'm driving.
Because sometimes you're at a place that you want to show me, or you got your hair did, or your nails done. It's like something you can convey through FaceTime that you can't convey through text, and I'm with it.
Don't do it.
I'll allow FaceTimes.
My kids can FaceTime me, and that's about it. You FaceTime me unless I'm like, I'm on, like if I'm driving, you FaceTime me, that's cool. But if I'm at my home chilling, I'm only texting. I just like the option of being able to do something else with my phone and my time than be like subjected to just be on a FaceTime with you or on a phone call with you. Not having it, not feeling it.
Well, you can FaceTime me. Don't FaceTime him. Don't voice call me though. Text it.
Just text me only. I'm not responding.
You seen the
But what if
Odell?
you're dating a girl though, and she was like, no, I'm gonna call her, or you're like,
See, that's
I'm gonna
different.
call her,
If it's my girl,
not
like,
text her.
no, if it's my girlfriend, I'm fine with it. I'm just talking about the casuals, the family members,
I don't like my
the
girlfriend.
friends, like stuff like that.
If
Like,
I'm gonna be
just
dating
text
somebody,
me.
if I'm dating somebody,
I'll put up with it.
alright, I let them know right off the bat, like, nah.
If I'm dating somebody,
Text.
I want to hear your voice. You can call me.
Well, you can be seeing each other all
I'm
the
not
time.
savage.
You can be seeing each other all the time. You're gonna hear her voice.
I'm with it though.
She can call me when I'm driving home. Once I get home, don't call me, just text me.
But
Or
because
Face-
most
or
of the
you
time,
can FaceTime me if I'm like in bed.
most of the time it's like the small talk. So it's like I don't like small talk. How was your day? How was work? What did you do? Like, bro, I don't like that little small talk. Conversation is for conveying information back and forth. Like after our conversation, I should have learned something, or you should have learned something, and then we move on. So don't hit me with the small talk. Oh, the weather outside is pretty cold.
It's chilly. Probably in a little lumberjack swag today.
Yeah.
Here in. Just,
Oh, Hamilton hat,
Ooh.
Hamilton shirt, Hamilton swag.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hamilton,
Shout out to
Hollywood.
Hamilton.
Go check him out.
Yeah, we're trying
I'll
to
put the
showcase
little,
some Hamilton.
I'll put the little website at the bottom. Go check him out. Local Tampa, sick stuff, guys and girls.
Yeah. Dope.
You
Definitely
seen that footage of Odell Beckham getting kicked off the plane?
Oh yeah, but it happened like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and it's just now trending.
Yeah.
It was excessive.
Yeah, he was
Excessive.
doing the most, but I forgot. It was like he was drunk or something, so it was
Yeah. Like supposedly he was like maybe asleep and they couldn't get him up and he wouldn't
Yeah.
put on his seatbelt.
Yeah.
And they finally got him up and then they called security. The thing that got me was they called the security or officers, whoever they were, they called him in, they checked him out, talked to him, he was fine. They gave their go ahead. They said, hey, we think he's fine, he's responding, he seems good to us. And the flight attendants were like, nah, we want him out. The officers were like, it's your call, we think he's good, but if you want him off, we'll get him off. And they're like, yeah, we want him off. So they gave him the go ahead, but the flight attendants are like, nah, get him off.
Yeah, that's
And
weird.
the passengers were heated because they made all the passengers get off, and then they made Beckham get off.
And then he hit him with that. He was like, oh, because one passenger was like
Yeah,
yelling at
yeah.
him. And he was like, oh,
Chomping
well,
at
then
him.
you're going to wait while I go get on my private plane then.
Yeah. Also, I like to take this time for a moment of silence. We had a couple people that passed. Lisa Marie Presley, she will be missed. Passed at 54, just shy of her 55th birthday. She's gonna be buried at Graceland next to her son. So she lost her dad, she lost her son. She'll be buried at Graceland. She'll be missed. Rest in peace. Second one, I think it's Robbie Knievel, Evil Knievel's son. Passed at
Really?
60. Yeah. So he will be missed.
He
Rest in
has- he has
peace.
my brother then.
Moment of silence. Oh, on a lighter note, Ron DeSantis is thinking about
Daddy Santis, my president.
DeSantis is passing a bill, or looking into passing a bill, to permanently ban those mandates. And I like that.
What do you mean?
Those mandates they had going around, that name that shall not be named. Like that they tried to push when that
Was
thing
it
was
a
going
ban so they
around.
can't even try to?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
He's
hell
like,
yeah.
so he's trying to propose a bill that will ban those things from even happening. So I gotta
Well, I don't mind that they're there. If people
Mhm.
feel more comfortable taking them,
Mandates.
sure.
get mandates. So
Oh.
that means you gotta take it. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
that there, you
Oh, yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
I thought that already was a thing.
Well, no, because remember when they tried to bring it to Florida, he was like, "No, we're not doing." They tried to push it on like nurses and schools and like certain sectors, and they were like, "No, we're good on that," right? So it'll be a bill to where if that thing ever comes back around, it's like, "Nah, we got the bill. You seen that bill?
Yeah.
You seen the bill, right?" So that's
What's up with homeboy Papa Smurf getting those classified documents that he was had in his garage? Boy, man, like was falling asleep on like the 60 Minutes or something that they were interviewing him.
yeah, I didn't see
He was
it.
talking, Oh, you're talking about like re-election, like going for re-election, and they were asking him, and he was sitting there, and he was like, yeah, and he like dozed, and the guy was like, up. Then he was like,
He was trying to help him out,
and he was like kind of woke back up a little bit. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna definitely run again. I was like, dude,
no.
this dude should not run again. Like,
how do they air that? Like you have editing, right? I mean, we have a low budget, but we can still edit stuff like that out. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. Like, the dude is. Think about what you will. Like, leave that man alone. Let him like go live his life. Don't use him as a puppet out here. Like,
yeah, let that man live.
He's
Like,
struggling.
it's a bit much,
Yeah.
and we all have to agree. No matter what side of the fence you're on, just let him live the last golden hours of his life.
Yeah, not
In a rocking chair, in a cabin, on a lake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I guess someone don't like their espresso more.
Oh, I do. I didn't know I was in the presence of an alcoholic.
I love mine.
I didn't. We might have to do AA next pod.
Might have to. Maybe we could break this up with some shots.
I think I've been talking too much.
Yeah, some shots for sure. Oh, so I checked this study out before we get into our debate this week. A study came out. We're talking about guys and girls attraction level, and so it came out like in the 90s, but kind of resurfaced.
Yeah.
So basically, what they did was they showed guys that were dressed to the nines, you know, good looking, tailored suits, yada yada. Then guys that were a little maybe not so dressed up, guys that were just like regular Joes, and then guys that just had like things called like McDonald's, like had McDonald's like work shirt on.
Yeah,
right.
I seen that.
So they had these guys. But he was like, and then so they asked the girls.
Was it?
six
It was different
levels.
guys in the different. You got to do the same guys dressed differently. You can't do different guys because that's too many variables.
But they were all like equally looking guys, but just in different outfits.
All right.
So, and it didn't matter on race either. So then they asked women, hey, would you marry them? Would you date them?
Marry, kill.
Kinda have sex with, be in a relationship with, go on a date with, and I wanted to do 6 things.
Yeah.
So they asked women that, and across the board, the guys that were more like attractive, the guys that were like wearing nicer things, they were got like the higher things for all
That
6
makes sense,
categories.
though. Yeah.
The flip side is they did the same thing with the girls, high quality down to just girls dressing like scrubs.
And what happened?
0 difference.
Y'all remember what I said last time?
It was-
You walk, you talk.
It was all equal.
Did I not
for the
call
guys.
it? Did I not call
There
it?
was no like difference in like they prefer the girls like dressed to the nines compared to the girls that just like
Yeah. So y'all don't gotta do all that extra.
But you do though.
Oh, you. I mean, you should.
do, and
You
like,
should
why
take
not?
care of yourself.
Why
You
not?
should take care of yourself.
Why wouldn't
But-
you want to?
But to a limit.
What are we doing? Tequila?
Yes, no,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, whatever you want. We're in your hands.
At your mercy.
Yeah. Whatever you want to do, we're all for it. So then
I like that. So that goes to that point.
It does. So the point is, Sally, can you be friends with a guy that you find attractive and just be a friend and never want to hook up?
Platonic. Can y'all be platonic friends?
With the relationship that I have, yes. But do I think every female can? No.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think every female can.
Bet.
I think a lot of females say they can, but they lie.
I
Could
think
you
it's
at
like
least-
basis to basis.
Yeah.
But the majority, when we're talking about the majority of people, like, can a guy and a girl be in a platonic friendship?
Yeah.
For the majority.
If they find each other attractive.
If
I
they
think it's
find each
easier
other-
if you're not attracted.
If you're not attracted, like, no, like, obviously, you know. But yeah, if y'all both find each other attractive, can y'all be in a platonic relationship?
Man, yeah. 'Cause I think also,
like
it
like
may be
meaning
one-
like y'all never hook up.
Yeah.
Like meaning like y'all are never gonna hook up. It's strictly you
Yeah.
just like each other's vibe. Y'all have so much fun. She's one of the homies.
And I think
She's
I
attractive,
think you
but
can
just ain't
never
your
hook
style.
up with them, but I also think that it's gone through your mind at least once or twice.
It's okay if it goes through your mind though, because it goes through your mind for a lot of people you walk by.
But I feel like people be lying saying that it doesn't go through the
Oh,
mind.
yeah,
They're
it
like,
goes
oh
through
no,
your
I
mind.
never look at him that way, or I never look at her that way. Bull. At least goes through your mind. So be honest with yourself. This is an honest podcast. You definitely think it. Doesn't mean like I'm only hanging out with you for that reason.
Yeah.
But to say that you never have had that thought is
Yeah.
bogus.
But if you open the door,
Yeah.
mm,
But I think you can. I think you can.
I think you can if the girl decides so. Like I've heard this said before, and I agree with it. Like if the girl decides that we're just going to be friends, then y'all are just gonna be friends because a guy is gonna act on it more so than a girl would, right? Because a guy is usually more physical, in my opinion, than what a girl is. So a guy, if he finds you attractive and you're down, like, let's go.
It's gonna happen.
Like, I'll end the podcast right now.
But it's gonna happen.
So that's what I'm saying. It's usually in the girls' hands. They have more self-control, and so if they decide we're just gonna be friends, then welcome to the friend zone.
Y'all just friends, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you saw that meme that was like, damn, this girl just told me that she wishes that her kids marry or if I have a child, she'll want her kids to marry my child. He's like, what kind of friend zone is this? He was like,
wow.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you.
Yeah, I don't want you,
but
I want
my kids to marry your kids.
Yeah.
He's just not trying hard enough. Like, she's hinting, and he's just not being aggressive enough.
Maybe.
That's what it did.
Maybe.
She's like, I like you, but you just too soft. Like, I like everything about you, but you just ain't taking control.
Yeah.
I'm even going as far as I want my kids to your kids.
Yeah, I want our bloodlines to be combined, but just not.
But just not
Yeah.
here.
Somewhere along the line it will be, but
yeah, maybe your kids will
happening,
be a 2.0 version of you, and they'll
Let's
get
get these
the
shots in since you finally finished that.
Oh yeah.
Shots. Cheers.
Delicious. Smooth.
Yeah.
What's our
And that's the
next
repo.
cocktail?
So if you drink tequila, you drink tequila blanco, or you do the repo. I'm a repo guy myself.
Can we do an old fashioned without the orange?
Would you judge us
You can.
if we did an old fashioned without the orange peel? We just don't have the ingredients. Remember, we're working on a budget,
I just really want to try this whiskey.
and we don't have sponsors yet, so
You want
Bear
old
with
fashioned
us.
without whiskey?
Yeah.
I could do a whiskey sour too.
Oh, let's do that. Whiskey sour.
Whiskey sour.
scratch that. We're doing the whiskey sour.
Whiskey sour, yeah.
Scotty to the
So
rescue.
this is supposed to be a really good whiskey, baller. They're California based, but it's their version of a Japanese whiskey, and it's supposed to be pretty fire. Smells good.
Cali's version of the Japanese whiskey.
Yeah.
You know a part of Cali?
No.
Cali does it right though.
Almeida?
I trust Cali. They do it right.
Yeah. Aged 3 years.
They said the truth
They
for
always,
the most
they're
part.
always the ones that import Japanese whiskey.
Mhm.
So like, they see it, they probably taste it, so then like they're like, alright, let's do it ourselves.
Yeah.
So it's like their version of it, American made, American grown, so pretty fire.
Do you guys
Right.
like cinnamon?
Yeah, but I got some Vietnamese cinnamon up there in the cabinet.
Oh,
Shout out to our Vietnamese heritage.
Vietnamese. Let's do that. So I think it's decided
That guys and girls cannot be platonic friends unless the girl decides they are. Not to give that much power.
Not if you find
but
each other
hey,
attractive. Yeah. Because if you don't
They
find
got
each
the
other
power.
attractive, then it is what it is. But again, it also doesn't mean that the girl holds the power, I guess.
You seen some Tesla on autopilot got like caused an 8-car pileup in California on some San Francisco Bay Bridge or something like that. They're going through a tunnel, and Tesla like pulled over to the far left lane and just stopped. It wasn't abrupt. It came to like a smooth stop, like as if someone was like easing the brakes and stopping, and it just stopped. And then the first car hit it, second, third,
Right.
fourth, and so on. 8-car pileup. Like so they don't know exactly what happened. The driver did admit, he said, I had it on full self-drive mode, and that's what it did. So of course,
Yeah.
all those Teslas like record all the motions and movements. Like if you tap the brake or all the cameras, they record every bit. So they're gonna investigate it and see what actually happened, why it stopped or whatever like
Yeah.
that. But interesting.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. So it's gonna be tough for Tesla, but also when the full dream comes true of Elon or with the electric car companies, when all cars are electric and talking to each other and communicating, stuff like that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Because when the first car stops, the other car would recognize it and stop a
Exactly.
lot faster than a human would. And
Yeah, it's
you
tough to
wouldn't
have
stuff
that
like
now when you also combine it with human
With-
error
exactly.
and stuff. So it's
Exactly. So I don't think the article that I read didn't say anybody was harmed or anything, so I don't put that much into it, but it was just interesting.
Did you see the guy, the husband, father, that had his wife, his kids in the car, the Tesla? He tried to like commit suicide, take his whole family with him. So he drove off a mountain, like a bridge.
Hell no.
He drove up this place. I think it was like I
In a
forgot how many
Tesla?
feet it was.
Why do you have to keep a Tesla?
But it just happened to be it. That was the car.
That's bad. That's bad publicity. So, hey, they say no publicity is bad publicity. That's bad.
Yeah, so he drives off this cliff. I think it was like 100 feet or something. Like it wasn't like just a little cliff. The car smashed. Teslas, I guess, have good crash resistance, so everybody survived.
Oh no. Oh
But
no.
they're like,
could you imagine looking at your family after
that's
that?
what it was.
Like,
The
you
meme
thought
was
they
like,
killed him?
imagine like the kids outside the car, like, really, dad? Like, really, dad?
Bro, you really gonna? Hey, you
Like,
thought you were
yeah.
depressed before.
I know.
You thought you.
Could you
Bro.
imagine? And you probably
Bro.
you probably got knocked out. So you come
Yeah.
to and you're like, oh.
If he made it look like an accident though, and
Yeah, like
maybe they didn't know.
record everything, so they know what you did.
Nah, but like if he was just driving and was just like, oh, and this, like maybe the family don't know. Like maybe they thought,
in the room.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, maybe.
So do they know? We don't know if they know it.
I
Well, the
think-
article was out, so I
Yeah,
guess
the article
they
was
know.
out, so something,
Yeah, so
something
they must
about
know.
his life, they knew that he was trying to do that. I could just imagine like calling him, like when he woke up and parents,
Wait,
family
so
just
what was
standing
it?
right
Wife and kids?
there. Yeah, wife and kids. They probably just standing.
Your
there,
wife
listening.
sitting at you like,
Yeah.
bro, Godspeed. Glad they survived.
Yeah.
They're hopefully going on to do great things.
She's definitely
They-
hooking up with
we
her-
must have needed
her
them in
platonic
this-
friends
in
right
this-
now. All her platonic guy friends right now are like, oh.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I've never done? Drove off a cliff with my family.
100%. I like that.
Sliding them real quick.
So hopefully they go on to do great things. We must need them to stick around.
Yeah.
In the universe. That's
Yeah.
wild.
And shout out to Tesla for making some
Yeah.
indestructible cars.
Yeah. 100%.
We'll snooze. Ooh,
Yeah.
whiskey sours. He's got more than.
I don't know if I've ever
I
had
know,
a
I'm
whiskey
so
sour.
sorry.
Thank you.
Typically,
I
there'd
typically don't think I've ever had a whiskey sour.
typically there'd be a foam on top.
I have a
Oh, I have
frother. Would that do it?
Oh, do you have? It's either egg white, but I know you're vegan, so
Yeah.
chickpea foam, aquafaba. No.
So next time.
That's
Next
how-
time,
Oh, that's what the
Yeah.
thing was?
you
for
can
that
use
Vietnamese.
aquafaba instead of
We'll
egg
have
white,
that.
and we'll
We'll
give
have
you
that next time.
Okay, yeah. If we want to try these Vietnamese espresso martinis and it had the aquafaba, or somebody suggested that instead of the egg white,
Yeah.
and you like creme brulee or something.
Oh, one thing I want to say, shout out to Warwick Dunn. Like the Tony Dungy days of the Bucks were amazing when we had Tony Dungy, Warwick Dunn, Warren Sapp, Mike Allstott.
Who was Jet
So
Rich?
when Warwick Dunn left, like he played for the Bucks, then went to the Falcons, then came back to the Bucks. He bought a portion of the Falcons when he retired for like $9 million.
Mhm.
And they went up in stock, and he went up like 500% on his ownership on them. So I forgot the number, 56 million or something. So his 9 million turned to 56 million since he bought them. So
Yeah.
shout out to Warwick Dunn.
Yeah.
He,
does
but
lot
he bought a
in Tampa,
minority
too.
stake in the Falcons, just 9 million, but 9 million to 56 million. I don't know the span of time. Google it,
Yeah.
but shout out.
He does a lot
So,
for like he buys a lot of houses on here for like homeless and like
yeah,
like other companies I work for, like we do like the AC for them. He just like buys people homes.
Yeah.
So that's a good dude.
those are our golden ages. I
Yeah.
love that. Like those times were amazing.
Mhm.
Allstott, when you saw Allstott get the ball, it was a wrap. You needed that. And if you want to go a
Well,
fourth,
he had him
and,
cheat, he had him cheater pads.
if you want to, if you're fourth and 1, and you want to go for it, you know who's getting the ball. You know who's getting it.
angled
And he's
pads.
getting
you
it.
couldn't tackle him. You would like slide off him.
Yeah, dude's
hated
holding
Michael
on to
Allstott.
on his ankles. He's
Stupid.
just riding.
I couldn't stand him, man.
Bro, beast. Stop hating.
Yeah, I was hating. But that's legit though. This
Well, we got
weekend-
Gasparilla in a couple weeks, but this weekend, I don't know.
Oh, John Summit at Hard Rock
Mm-hmm.
pool party. It's sold out.
Oh, if you haven't been to Hard Rock
That
pool
thing's
party,
under
you
yours.
sleep. You gotta go.
Sleep. Yeah.
Sleep. Get
It's
you a little
straight Vegas,
cabana.
straight Vegas vibes.
Yeah, it is. It's the
not
closest-
cabana,
it's the
get
closest we
pool-
got.
The pool beds, those are way better. The cabana
Yeah.
is like you can't really see the DJ.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pool
The
beds,
pool
like
beds
that.
right across from the stage. You got the stage right here, the pool right here, and then the pool beds right here. Get your little group together and
go.
And go.
What are you doing with yourself?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, that's the closest we got
I think
to
it's
the
sold
Vegas
out
pool
because I saw
parties.
somebody asking for tickets today on Instagram.
Yeah, but if you know somebody,
Yeah, well, we in there, so
so you go.
that's
That's
the place
dope.
to be. And then the playoffs, hosting the Cowboys
Yeah.
Monday night prime time. I think we're gonna try to do like a, what do you call it?
A tailgate?
Yeah.
Oh, who does the tailgate? Penthouse?
Ooh, penthouse sounds good. Tailgate.
If you haven't done the Penthouse tailgates.
Yeah, that thing's fire.
Sweet.
Yeah, all you can drink, full liquor bar. They got food, TV set up. Why wouldn't you?
Do it.
Yeah. On that, cheers.
Number 3.
See you.